Hello folks, in this session I am going to explain you the macro recording functionality with one more example and which is very useful, and after recording the macro we'll be using in all the cells to populate the value automatically with the help of macro. So as you can see, we are having three worksheets in this Excel workbook: salary data, employee master, days work. Salary data is having employee number, employee name and their basic salary, and the month, like we are calculating the salaries from August 2014 to March 2015. So in as you will see, in every month column there are two more columns, that is number of days, and salary is calculated based on the number of days and the basic salary which is in column D. So for this, what I am going to do, I have to bring the number of days the employee worked on in this particular month. So for getting the number of days over here, we will be using inbuilt function Vlookup and recording the activity while doing the first Vlookup in column E for the month of August 2014, so that macro can be used to calculate the number of days for rest of the month. So before starting the record macro, you need to play very smartly, because if you don't take care of this, you will face a problem while running the recorded macro. So I am going to place my cursor in column cell E4. Now I will start record macro. Once record macro is there, I'll give some meaningful name. In this case I am giving lookup days and OK. Now macro recording has been started, so I'll do my activity. I'll go to the function symbol over here. Once I'll click over here, I'll get the insert function window which is having all the functions. So I am selecting Vlookup function and click on OK. Once you will click on OK, you will get the Vlookup function window. Here what I am going to do, in lookup value I'll be looking for employee code, so I'll select column cell B4 and I'll fix the column name with the dollar sign. That means column will not getting changed, only the rows will be changed. Then for table array, as I am pulling the data from days work worksheet, so I'll go into the days worked worksheet, and from there, from column J to column B, we'll be selecting. Once we have selected this, then make these column fixed references. So by pressing F4, the column references will get fixed. Once the column references get fixed, just move to the column index number. For column index number, as you can see on the top row, I have given the column references number on each column of the number of days. So I'll select for the, as I'm pulling it for August 2014, so I'll select this reference. That means it is coming from the column second in the days worksheet, and I'll fix the row number as a fixed reference, because the rows are same, only the column will be changing. And then range lookup will be either false, or you can put the 0, it will give you the same result. 0 stands for false and 1 stands for true. So either you can type false text or you can put 0 and then click on OK. You can see the days has been pulled from the days worksheet. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to press shift control and down arrow key so that the entire column will be selected till it is having the data. Once it is selected, just press Ctrl D, meaning Ctrl D is duplicating the cell 1 formula or values to the all the way down cells. Now the micro recording has, the activity we wanted to perform has been done. So we will stop the macro recording. Now the micro recording has been done, and you can see for the August number of days has been pulled from days work worksheet, and for rest of the month our macro will perform the same activity. So before that, we will see the code in Visual Basic Editor what our macro has generated. Go to the Visual Basic Editor, click on module, expand the module, and double click on the module 1. You will see your code here, lookup days. So the last one is our macro which has been recorded by our Excel. So as you can see here, the active cell references has been given, and then the activity which we do by using Control Shift and down arrow key, that is the range selection, then selection.end Excel down dot select. This is the code generated by our macro for selecting with the key Shift, Control and down arrow key. Now we will test our macro. So for calculating the number of days for September 2014, just place your cursor in G4 and just use the macro, either pressing Alt plus F8 or directly from here. So you can see lookup days macro is there. Just run it. Now you can see the September month's number of days has been automatically pulled from days worked. So this way we will do for rest of the month. See how it is automatically getting pulled. Every time I am running, just only doing placing my cursor to the first cell where I have to calculate the number of days. So this way we can use this recorded macro for calculating our number of days for each month. Now once the macro has been recorded, we can use it n number of times. Like suppose I'm making number of days for all the month 0 and recalculating it. Control Enter will make all the selected cell the typed value, that is 0. Like for this 0, type 0 and then Control and Enter will make all the selected cell 0. So we will do it again here for Alt F8, run macro. See, it's being pulled now from the day's work automatically with the help of macro. So this way we have recorded the macro once and we can use it n number of times as and when we will be requiring it. So this macro can be used in another worksheet also, like for the month of 2015 or 16 we are going to use. Then what are we going to do here? We are just going to copy this worksheet, creating a copy of this worksheet at the end of the existing worksheet. Just say OK. Now the copy of this has been calculated. Now I'm going to use the same data, only making the year change, like from 2014 I'm making 2015, and from 2015 to make it 2016. Now we will be calculating, we will be using the same macro and calculating the number of days using the same macro. Alt F8, run the macro and see the result. So this way the repetitive task has been automated with the help of recorded macro. So just being a little smart, we can automate our repeated tasks and save lot of time. So this was the one more example of recording macro in Microsoft Excel. In my next video, in my next session, I'll be explaining you the macro basics. I mean, not the recorded macro, but how to write the macro from scratch. Thank you.